Okay, so now that we reviewed that a little bit and kind of hopefully got our thinking task from Friday back on your mind, I want to remind you on Friday, I stopped you before you went to the back of the thinking task, even if your group was ready to. We just kind of like stopped on the front. So I need to show you and teach you a bit of what is on the back because there's one little twist. So on this front part of the thinking task, we use these symbols, which you've used for a long time, less than and greater than symbols, that can be tricky, but that you've seen before and you've used for a long time. If you switch to the back, if I'd let you do that, the symbol changes a little on the back. I had this little explanation here to hopefully guide you in the right direction on your own. These symbols you're probably familiar with, less than or greater than. But there's also two other symbols that are really, really similar looking and in meaning, but are slightly different. You'll notice these two in this bottom set have a little line underneath them. And I need to teach you what that is and give you some practice using that symbol as well. So when we use these symbols at the top, whichever way we put it, there's a less than side and a greater than side. So the wider side is greater. So like whatever's over here has to be more or greater. Whatever's over here has to be less. And that's it. And the key with this symbol that you're used to using is they cannot be equal to each other. So in those medium examples up above that you did on Friday, these two medium ones were kind of equal. So like this one, if you substitute in 12 here, you'd get 5 times 12 is 60, and there's 60 on this side. And we kind of say, well, is 60 more than 60? It's not. And then the same thing happened on this one. If you put in 100 here, you got 75 on this side, there's 75 on this side, and the question is 75 less than 75? It's not. So sometimes we want to make it where greater or less is okay and equals okay. And that's where this symbol comes into play. So this symbol is called less than or equal to. And it's like we're doing this. It's like we're saying it's a less than sign, which you're used to, or an equal sign with it is also okay. So if we had two numbers like, say, 5 and 6, this would be fine because 5 is less than 6. But also if we had 6 with that symbol, it would also be okay because 6 is equal to 6. So it's kind of saying less is okay or equals okay. For whatever reason, we don't write the full symbol. We don't write less than or equal to. We just write one of the equal bars, and that's it. So less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So let me show you how that kind of works. So think of that as a less than sign and an equal sign together. This is a greater than sign and an equal sign together. So the way that kind of works when you need it to, in this example below, is like a nice simple one, is A equals 1, a solution to A plus 1 is greater than 2. It is not, because if I substitute a 1 in for my A, I get 2 on this side is greater than 2 on this side. No, it isn't a solution because they're equal, not greater. But if I switch the sign to this one, greater than or equal to, same question, is A equals 1 a solution? If I put in 1, I substitute 1, I get 2 on this side. Is it greater than or equal to 2? Yes, it is. So it's like up here, we're saying equal is not okay. But sometimes we want to make it where equal is okay. And if we do, we want to use that little symbol too. So the rest of our thinking task for Friday involved testing out some of those symbols. I'm going to work a few with you and have you work a few as well. So let me scroll down to the rest of our thinking task here. So let's test some things out. So is m equals 6 a solution to this? 4 times m is greater than or equal to 20. So now we've got this new different symbol here to get used to. Greater than or equal to is how you pronounce that. So let's check and see. So is m equals 6 a solution? Let's check and see. So to find that, I would substitute 6 in for my m. Then 4 times 6 is 24. And 24, is that greater than or equal to 20? It is greater than 20, so yes, it's a solution. Now my next task is, if it is, what are 3 other values for m that are also solutions? That wasn't our task. So 6 will get me a number greater than or equal to 20. What else will get me a number greater than or equal to 20? Well, if I'm multiplying, anything up should still be okay when I go. So like if I wanted to do 7, 4 times 7 is 28. 28 still greater than 20, so 7's a solution. 8 will probably do the same thing. Let me clear out and do this. So I've got 7's a possibility. 8 should also be a possibility. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 is greater than 20, so 8's okay. So would be 9, so would be 10, so would be 11, and so on. But in this particular one, actually, so would be 5. 4 times 5 is 20. And now with this symbol, is that greater than or equal to 20? Yes, it is. So 5 would be a possible solution too, as would 6, as would 7, as would 8, as would 9, and so on. Really, any number 5 and up would work out fine. Do me a favor, pause the video here, and when you do, please try this one, and unpause when you're ready for me to go over them as well. Let me show you. Just do it on some scratch paper you have somewhere in your binder. I don't care where. It's just 2 problems. Give them a test. Check it out and unpause when you're ready to go. All right, let's check this one out here. Is m equals 25 a solution to m plus 75 less than or equal to 100? Let's check. Let me use some substitution here. If I put 25 in for my variable, substitution, 25 plus 75 is 100. Is that less than or equal to 100? Yes, it is. So 25 is equal to 100. And in this case, that's okay because we've got the little equal sign in our inequality statement. So 25 is a solution. I need 3 more now. Up or down, I don't know. Let me try 26. So if I do 26, I'm going to get 101. That is not less than 100, and it is not equal to 100. So 26 is a no. Sometimes I mark my no's too. 25 worked fine. 26 did not. If I keep going up, I'm going to keep getting numbers that don't work. I'm going to be getting more and more over 100. So those aren't going to work. So probably what I'm going to want is numbers less than 25 to start making this work out. So like if I do 24, that's 99. That's less than 100. So is 23, so is 22. So anything less than 25 that you put should have been fine. Next one is m equals 90, a solution to this. So let's check and see. 90 divided by 15, that's exactly 6. So 6 is equal to 6, greater than or equal to 6, so 6 is okay. 6 is a yes. All right, do I want numbers more or do I want numbers less? I'm going to use the symbol as my clue here to go a little faster. If I want this side to be greater, more, I want to keep increasing that number. So hopefully you did that. If you tried any number, oh, I'm sorry, 6 wasn't a solution, 90 was a solution. Any number above 90 is going to work out. 90 works out exactly to 6. Any number above 90 is also going to work out too. They're going to be above now 6. Any number below 90 will not. So 89 wouldn't work, 88 wouldn't work, and anything less like that. So that's how that symbol works. It takes a little getting used to. It means less than or equal to. Let's do some stuff in your pages. So find your pages from Friday. We did this practice assessment with inequalities, or with equations rather. If you'll skip past that, there's a vocab page. Please find that for me. We'll take a couple notes, and then I'll get you to your check your understanding questions. All right, so some vocab and some symbols here is just to get used to the symbols are first. So this symbol is called less than. I don't care if you know the name. It just means like this side is less and this side is more. And this symbol, when we call it that way, greater than. Again, if you mix up which one's called which, that doesn't matter. It just means you know the difference between what's on the sides. This one, the open side is here, so more there, less there. So kind of the way you read is like what's on the left, but it doesn't really matter if you name it. So then this symbol is called less than or equal to. And that's the one where the sides can be less and more, or they can be equal. Either's okay. And then this one's called greater than or equal to. And those are probably new. We didn't get to them on Friday, and they're probably new. And just an easy example to know the difference here is x equals 1 a solution to this. So if you put in the 1 there, you're going to get 2 is less than 2. No, it's not a solution. But down here, if we add the equal sign, then they're allowed to be equal, and you get 2 is less than or equal to 2. Yes, it is. So the sign allows them to be equal, whereas the signs you're used to from the past do not allow them to be equal. So we've got some more notes to do. I am about at my time limit on this video. So what I need you to do, look down at your next set of notes down here. We're going to do these together next. I'm going to need you to scroll down in eClass to the next video for me to do that. So I'll see you there in a minute.